Hello students, and welcome to Income Tax Accounting 2. My name is Ed Schmitz and I will be your instructor for this course. Now, the majority of you just finished Income Tax 1 with me and have rolled right on into this class. We do have a couple students joining us here that weren't in that class and evidently had taken it previously with another instructor. So many of you have already heard most of what I'm going to say today, but please bear with me, and there might be something in here that's useful to you. But this is our D2L homepage as it stands today. I've got my welcome message, introduces myself, tells a little bit about me. I'll let you read that. The important part is down here where I list my office hours. I make myself available on Mondays from 5 till 8. And that's Central Standard Time, and then again Saturdays 9 to 11, where I try and answer the phone when it rings, and I have had some students take advantage of that in Tax 1. The way you get hold of me here is my personal cell phone, which I have listed right here, and then there's also my MacU email, so you can either email me questions or call me. You can call me anytime. These are just times I try and make myself available to answer. The rest of the time, if you do call me and I don't pick up, please do leave a voicemail. I will call you back. Scrolling on down, here is the link to our course over in Connect. And then if you have any issues setting up that, there are some instructions here. And I'm going to continue to scroll down, and you'll see I've set up the calendar. Today is Monday, October 21st, so our course officially starts tomorrow. So you have until this Friday, the 25th, to make your original post out in our discussion. And then next Monday, the 28th, is the due date for all the response posts, as well as our assignments over in Connect. And you can see I've got all the due dates here: week 2, week 3, week 4. As we move forward, the week 5 due dates will scroll on up here. So let's go back up here and look at week 1 and see what we're going to be doing. Now, this course looks more at taxes from a business perspective. Tax 1 was personal taxes. We are going to look at corporations, partnerships, and then maybe some issues with liquidation. But in the first week, we are going to look at how do we account for property acquisitions for tax purposes. And for the first week, we are using the same text that we used in Tax 1. We are going to be reading chapters 10 and 11. And then we have a discussion. Now, for those students who weren't in Tax 1 with me, I'll spend just a brief minute here discussing the instructions for the discussion and my kind of take on it. So our original post is due by day 4, which is Friday, basically by midnight Central Time. Your response, you need to respond to at least 3 other original posts. And that does say at least. That's to get a passing grade, not to get full points. If you want to get more than just a passing grade, you can do more than 3. It says here they're due by day 3. Great, I did not mean to do that. There we go. I'll give you until day 7. I'll give you the full week here. So posts should take place on multiple calendar days. Yeah, I'm not terribly concerned with that. Posts are expected to be at least 150 words in length. I only apply that to your original post. I'm not going to require that response posts are all 150 words, but they all need to be well written. And the APA formatted, you don't need to do titles. The APA formatted means you need to cite your sources according to APA rules. That's what I'm looking for. Are you giving credit for the words of other people when you use them? And you need to have make at least one reference back to our text or some outside source in one of your posts. Typically, students will do that in their original post. I don't require you to have an outside source in all your responses. So, okay, so that's the instructions. In week 1, we have Catherine Travis, who's starting a business. She owns some items personally that she wants to transfer into the business because she has several. She needs to establish what are they worth, so she is going to hire an appraiser to come in and give her an appraisal to come up with what her cost basis is on these assets. So you need to tell us what you think of her strategy and support your opinion with something from the text. Then we are going to have our assignments over in Connect. We'll do the Learn Smarts for chapters 10 and 11. We are going to do the multiple choice for 10 and 11. And then we are going to do problems. We have 2 problems from chapter 10, and then we have 1 problem from chapter 11. Now, that was the standard format every week during Tax 1 until we got to week 5 and we had an extra problem that we had to do and put in the Dropbox. In Tax 2, this is the format for weeks 1 and 2. And then in weeks 3, 4, and 5, we will be doing additional problems. So if we go out here under the course documents, you can see there are instructions for weeks 3, 4, and 5 where we do additional assignments. So just be prepared that we're going to have a little bit more work once we get past weeks 1 and 2. I look forward to doing another 5 weeks with most of you and getting to know the new students in this course. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. I know in Tax 1, there were several of you who utilized tutors. I think that's a fantastic idea. Don't forget, I am also a resource. If you have any issues, any questions, do not hesitate to send me your work and let me review it. I am more than happy to assist with completing your homework.